In the summer of 2011, I rode to my home country Austria for the summer, which was a bit of a practice run for our next big trip. My trip to Austria was a good test run for our next journey and also gave us some filming practice for what we may see in Spain and Morocco. Another purpose of this trip was to raise awareness in Austria for our project. A Salzburg-based company has agreed to support us in our fundraising efforts and will be introduced in the near future, and we hope to increase the amount we raise by collecting both in the UK and Austria. As I was going to be away for a while, friends like Paul, Les, who helped us with our fundraising trips to Box Hill, and Jarek, a Polish friend, came to see me off.
Oh, we go! Good to be riding with you again after such a long time. Anytime, mate, anytime! Right, about to leave Box Hill in London, off on a journey. Thank you, Les, for everything, for all your help.
Get the luggage.
Ah yes, luggage. This was an attempt to see just how much luggage can be carried safely on a motorcycle, but some may prefer to stack everything in a van and put the bike on a trailer. Crossing into France by ferry, I was soon greeted by the joys of the French motorways.
Some French motorway tolls to pay. Well, at least it's cheaper than going on the A roads and spending more time and having to stay overnight somewhere. And yet another toll station. Another opportunity to check if all my bags are here, heavily laden. Oh well. A nice French sunset.
The journey to Austria would take 2 days and my overnight stay was to be in Verdun. I arrived quite late and everything was shut, but I could still ride around town and enjoy the architecture.
Verdun is quite impressive really. You always hear so much about it, and it took me quite a while to get here, but really I'm quite impressed.
It possibly also serves as a stopover for people travelling to Austria and Italy from the UK. That in Europe everything closes so much earlier than in Britain. Britain, sometimes even up to midnight you can go into the shops and buy something to eat, but in Europe, no chance. So, luckily I brought this malt loaf just before I left. So I have something to eat now. Taste of England. I love it. And this is to reduce the homesickness amongst the Brits. Who said the French weren't thoughtful? A European continental morning is accompanied by the sheer unimaginative nature of the pathetic continental breakfast. Whatever happened to my lovely English breakfasts with beans, tomatoes, mushrooms and veggie Lincolnshire sausages? The English all-day vegetarian breakfast is proof that the English are the only people in the world who can cook a proper breakfast.
And every morning so much luggage, like as if I was taking my whole life with me.
There's something bizarre about German motorways. Just in time for the holiday season, the roadwork season starts. Who said that Germans were efficient?
Some small German town, no idea of the name, but brilliant buildings.
My Eastern Delight performed well all the way to Austria, but the center stand seems to have been bent by the weight of the luggage while parking, as both wheels are now off the ground and in perfect equilibrium. I guess my center stand is taking its name a bit too seriously.
Salzburg is well known for its cultural attractions and beautiful scenery, but it is also the home of the world famous energy drink Red Bull. So now we're in my hometown, Salzburg, which roughly translated means Salt Castle. Salzburg is located at the Salzach River and surrounded by mountains.
Salzburg also has internationally renowned architecture and has one of the best preserved city centres north of the Alps, and magnificent fortresses as well as magnificent churches, statues and fountains. The artwork inside the churches is also a must-see if you're interested in that kind of thing. Some so-called attractions, such as the dried shark caught in the Salzach River in the year, I don't know when, are more controversial. But the most prominent feature of the city is the absolutely insane Mozart mania, as if the town had nothing else to be proud of. For those who are not into music, they can still enjoy Mozart in the form of chocolates. Okay, we get it. Mozart used to live here. Big deal. Nobody must escape Mozart mania. But there are also some other interesting sites in Salzburg, like the Glan River and the magnificent Hellbrunn Palace. Salzburg is also a university town where students learn natural sciences and other topics for jobs that don't exist and that they will never get. Next up is a trip to the Geisberg. Salzburg lies on the northern boundary of the Alps, and the Untersberg towers over the town with all of its 1,972 meters.
And standing on the Geisberg gives you a chance to enjoy Salzburg from a bird's eye view.
The surrounding mountains also offer excellent views of the countryside, the castle and the rest of the town. And of course, wherever there is an event in the hometown of Red Bull, the energy drink has to be present. But you don't have to go up a mountain to see the city from a bird's eye view. A hill with the Maria Plein Pilgrims Church on it also offers a nice view of the town. Maria Plein is a Baroque style building which was built around 1675.
The ornaments and decoration inside are brilliant, so let's have a look.
A controversy always surrounds richly decorated religious buildings, but if it's good for tourism and brings in money, where is the problem? As a motorcyclist, it is difficult to come to Salzburg and not take the opportunity to visit the local KTM dealer, boasting new KTMs from the factory, which is only a few hours away. I tell you, KTMs don't come fresher than this. Of course, the usual discussions of European bikes versus Japanese bikes come to mind, and which brand is more represented by dealerships in so-called adventure countries in Africa and Asia. In the end, it all comes down to what you feel you need the most, and what is going to serve you best in your real day-to-day life, not just a couple of days a year. In part 2 of this episode, we will explore the magnificent countryside surrounding Salzburg and Berchtesgaden in Germany.